I always say I never understand why we become champion have to pay for a belt. Keep that shit.
Yeah.
Keep it. I'm not gonna work 14, 15 years for me to pay for something I worked for. When I went to the Olympics, did I pay for that damn medal? No. If I walk into this arena without this belt, is these people still gonna show up?
Could the importance of championship belts be fading away? For a long time, fighters have operated under the authority of sanctioning organizations, paying significant sums just to claim and display a title. But that long-standing system may be starting to crack. That a major shift began when Terence Crawford rejected the WBC title, refusing to comply after being asked to pay an extremely high fee. His bold decision surprised many and quickly became a major talking point throughout boxing. Now, that moment is fueling something bigger. Keyshawn Davis, considered one of the sport's most promising young fighters, has gone beyond simply supporting Crawford. He's speaking out forcefully against the entire structure, highlighting the financial demands, the internal politics, and questioning the authenticity of the system itself. His strong remarks have clearly unsettled major organizations like the World Boxing Council and the World Boxing Organization, as growing criticism continues to put them under the spotlight.
All due respect. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like if y'all gonna make this money a money thing, everybody gotta abide by the same rules, because a belt is a belt, a trophy is a trophy. One person can't be giving out more money to the next person, to the next sanctioning body. So I agree with Terence, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't agree with paying for belts. That's why for all the sanctioning bodies, you know what I'm saying? And I told this to the one that I was under, the WBO. I told him to. I said, I don't really believe in that. Right. And he explained why. And I was like, okay, but I still don't agree with it.
To understand the frustration behind Keyshawn Davis's reaction, you need to look at what happened with Terence Crawford. The World Boxing Council recently revealed that Crawford would be removed as super middleweight champion, the same title he earned in a high-profile showdown with Canelo Alvarez. However, the reason had nothing to do with a defeat in the ring. Instead, it came down to financial disagreements. According to the organization, Crawford had outstanding sanctioning fees linked to his bout with Israel Majimov, reportedly exceeding $300,000, along with additional six-figure charges connected to the latest title.
Petition to fight a final elimination bout in super welterweight against Majimov and remain champion in welter. The WBC supported him. He did not comply with the rules. Then he moves up to super middle and makes the fight of the century, beats Canelo, makes $50 million or around that. The WBC absolutely is not going to charge 3% of such an amount. We made a very clear 0.6%, which is $300,000, with $225,000 going to the Jose Sulaiman Boxers Fund, which is to help former fighters in need. And it is just regrettable. Not even a thank you or I'm sorry, taking a different route. No response. I wish him the best. But this is not. The WBC is huge, it's great, it's about greatness, and I'm relieved, to tell you the truth.
Terence Crawford's reaction quickly became a defining moment. Instead of trying to settle things quietly or offer any concessions, he chose to speak out openly. In essence, he pushed back strongly, making it clear he wouldn't be pressured or taken advantage of. That he even directed sharp words toward the leadership of the World Boxing Council, dismissing the value of the title itself by describing it as nothing more than a symbolic award. For him, it wasn't worth giving up the money he had fought so hard to earn inside the ring. Rather than comply with the demands, Crawford made it clear he would rather lose the belt entirely than allow any organization to take a share of what he earned through his own effort and sacrifice.
You know, I see Mauricio, got a lot to say about me not paying him $300,000 plus another $100K something for sanction fees, right? They ain't gonna tell me I ain't even apologize. Like, who the fuck you think I am? Well, you better slap your fucking self and paying your ass shit. Fuck you talking about pay you $300,000. What makes you so motherfucking better than any of the other sanctioned bodies? Huh? Answer that question. What makes you better than the WBO, the IBF, or the WBA? Everybody accepted what I was giving them. But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit. The fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker. What are you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanctioned bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanctioned bodies agreed to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the fucking belt. It's a trophy anyway.
It was a bold statement that highlighted a deeper reality. These organizations depend heavily on the fighters to maintain their relevance, not the other way around. While many rising contenders choose to stay silent and follow the system in hopes of securing a title opportunity, Keyshawn Davis is taking a completely different approach. During an intense conversation with Fight Hub, he made it clear that he fully supports Terence Crawford. His argument was straightforward but impactful. Why should a fighter be required to pay for something they have already earned in the ring? He pointed back to his experience as an Olympian to make his case. When he stood on the podium and accepted his silver medal, there were no fees attached because it was something he rightfully achieved through performance. Looking ahead at his own career, Davis is carefully weighing the long-term reality. He emphasized that he has no intention of spending well over a decade enduring punishment, putting his health on the line, only to give up a portion of his earnings to organizations that aren't stepping into the ring. More than anything, he's questioning the true value of a championship belt in today's sport. From his perspective, when fans show up to an event, they come to watch him as a fighter and personality, not for a title hanging around someone's waist.
Bud Crawford, what are your thoughts on the whole issue that happened between WBC and Terence Crawford? Can I get your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna speak on myself.
Absolutely.
Because I spoke on this situation before.
Yeah.
I always said I never understand why we become champion have to pay for a belt. Keep that shit.
Yeah.
Keep it. I'm not gonna work 14, 15 years for me to pay for something I worked for. When I went to the Olympics, did I pay for that damn medal? No. If I walk into this arena without this belt, is these people still gonna show up? Yes. So keep the fucking belt. You're not gonna take my money. With all due respect. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, if y'all gonna make this money a money thing, everybody gotta abide by the same rules, because a belt is a belt, a trophy is a trophy. One person can't be giving out more money to the next person, to the next sanctioning body. So I agree with Terence, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't agree with paying for belts. That's why, for all the sanctioning bodies, you know what I'm saying? And I told this to the one that I was under, the WBO. I told him to. I said, I don't really believe in that. Right. And he explained why. And I was like, okay, but I still don't agree with it.
This situation goes far beyond simple frustration. Keyshawn Davis is pushing for openness in a sport that has long been criticized for its lack of clarity. During his remarks, he raised a question that many within the system tend to avoid, that he challenged the purpose behind these payments, asking what fighters are actually receiving in return. When a percentage of a boxer's earnings, often around 3%, is handed over to organizations like the World Boxing Council or the World Boxing Organization, where is that money really going?
So, like, I'm always gonna be like for not paying for belts, because what the fuck are we paying it for? Like, what are we paying for? Like, the network's not paying for these belts. Ain't the money coming from the network? Ain't all the money coming from the network? So it's like, what are we paying for belts for?
What exactly? Yeah,
we paying for belts for the sanctioning bodies. Who's behind these sanctioning bodies? People. Oh, so we feeding their families because they created a belt. Cool. That's just how I feel, bro. Like, and I'm a fighter. I feel like I can feel that way. You know?
Not only a fighter,
like, it's not like, oh, he's not being. It's just real, for real. This is how.
It's your rightful opinion.
I mean, this sound like off the walls, crazy?
No. I mean, it sounds like you want to know where that money's going to, you know what I mean? Because if it's going somewhere, let's say, like, for mental health, for fight, if they said that, like, oh, it's for a program, maybe
like a pension fund, they said,
like, I was a champion when June happened. You just said it's going to what?
Mental? No, so if they told you that it was going for that, would that make a difference?
Man.
WC says it's
they
for
don't tell you guys
fund,
much,
supposedly.
right?
I mean, I feel like, are they a non-profit? Like, what the fuck are they? It's a sanctioning. It's a sanctioning body. Okay, cool. Did they sanction the fight? The fuck are they doing? That's what I'm saying. What are we paying for?
Keyshawn Davis didn't hold back, even raising the blunt question of whether fighters are essentially supporting the organizations themselves. He suggested that if these fees are unavoidable, they should at least serve a meaningful purpose, such as contributing to a pension system for retired fighters in need or supporting charitable causes chosen by the athletes. Instead, he criticized the idea of paying a governing body simply for the right to represent their brand, describing the practice as fundamentally flawed. In a direct exchange, he even told a representative from the World Boxing Organization that he has no confidence in how their system operates. Taking such a firm stance is a risky move for someone still building their career, but it also highlights a shift in mindset. The newer generation of fighters is paying far closer attention to the financial and structural side of the sport than those who came before them.
Well, y'all pay for y'all come to fight. When you pay for a ticket to come to fight, you coming to see a fight. So I'm paying for a belt. Okay, what I'm paying for this belt for? Okay. I don't want to be undisputed. Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm cool with one belt. Like, if I'm gonna pay for something, I'm cool with one belt. Like, for real. Like, one belt.
Do you think it just needs to be more of an open discussion, like them telling us and the fighters, like, what they actually use the money for? Like, open the books, maybe?
I think so. I think it should be more so open discussion. Like, maybe when it come down to, if I'm a champion, okay, bet, I'm gonna use this money for this, since I'm paying for it. Like, let me use this money for this. Let me put some money back into my nonprofit, or you help me get my gym started with this money. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be way more reasonable than we just paying them and we never hear from them again until they're in that ring when we get our hand raised. We don't even see these motherfuckers in camp. You know what I'm saying? They only there when they, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, like, what I'm paying y'all for?
I hear you, Chad.
How exciting is it, if I could change the subject, just to see boxing being in more places like overseas and in all these different locations? It's got to be like really exciting just to be able to.
Yes, sir. I mean, yes, man. I'm sorry. Shouts out to Turkey. I feel like the ring got a lot to do with that, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the ring got a lot to do with that, man. I feel like when Turkey came in the game, he changed it clearly. He changed it. He like having concert fights type shit. You know what I mean? Like, Turkey is great for boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And, on top of having different cards in different countries, like, it's amazing. He's growing the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And you shoot. Hats off to Turkey.
This sharper, more uncompromising mindset from Keyshawn Davis goes beyond just titles. It reflects a desire to take full ownership of his career and personal life. He pointed to a moment in June that completely changed his perspective. Although he avoided sharing every detail, the timing matches up with the incident involving Niall Brait, where Davis was removed from the venue after a backstage confrontation. That experience pushed him to reevaluate everything, including the people in his inner circle. What followed was a complete reset. He revealed that he cut ties with his entire team. Managers, assistants, and others around him were all let go. The only ones who remained were his brothers. Known as DB3 to Davis, came to the conclusion that if he wants to reach the level of elite names like Terence Crawford or Floyd Mayweather Jr., he needs a tightly controlled environment without distractions or outside interference. He has since rebuilt his structure from scratch, placing his faith and family at the core. This major shift also sheds light on why he's now speaking so strongly about financial control. He's no longer willing to let others benefit from his hard work without clear value in return.
What are your goals for 2026? A lot of people obviously looking
be the greatest,
forward.
Bro. I'm trying to outshine without trying to.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to outshine just everybody. Like, boxing is an individual sport, so I need all eyes on Keyshawn when I come back. And I honestly feel like that's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people is waiting for me to come back.
Yeah.
A lot of people expect me to be back January 31st. Shit, we'll see. I don't really, whatever happens for me is going to be for me. But I just want to come back, be better, bro, and just be happy to be back, bro. Like, That's all, bro. I don't care who I fight.
What are some of the things that you're doing to get yourself ready for 2026 in terms of like training aside from sparring with some people?
Right. That's a great question. I changed my entire team. Everybody that I used to work with, I don't work with anymore. Everything is different. Everything is different. As far as I had to do a whole freaking circle check at the gym, and everybody got deleted. So what I do different, everybody got deleted except for DB3. You know what I'm saying? Now we got a whole new team. We got a whole new system. You know what I'm saying? Only thing that changed was God. Only thing that stayed the same was God. Like, God stayed the same. Everything else changed. You know what I'm saying? And June was a big wake-up call for DB3.
Keyshawn Davis didn't stop at criticizing the system. He also directed attention toward one of boxing's biggest stars, Gervonta Davis. While talking about the matchup between Lamont Roach Jr. and Isaac Cruz, he shared a viewpoint that quickly sparked debate. According to Davis, Roach's showing against Cruz stood out more than what Tank delivered in his own bout. He did recognize that Gervonta Davis was dealing with a hand injury during his fight, but that didn't change his overall conclusion. He still viewed Roach's performance as the more impressive one in boxing, making comparisons that place someone above a fighter with such a large following can easily trigger strong reactions. Still, Davis appears unfazed by the potential backlash. Instead, he's embracing the attention and carving out an identity as someone willing to speak openly, even when it involves questioning established names at the top of the sport.
Who he got ahead of him, I don't think he would have took a fight like this if he thought he wasn't ready, especially mentally. So, like, I don't know why y'all asking that question.
Keyshawn,
I don't get it.
if I could get your thoughts on the fight that happened this past week, Lamont Roach versus Pitbull, who do you think, actually won that fight? And who do you think had a better performance against Tank?
I think, Lamont pulled it off. I think so. Lamont pulled it off. You can call it close or whatever. I think Lamont pulled it off. And had a better performance against Tank. Bro, at the end of the day, like, Tank had one hand fighting Isaac Cruz. And, everybody knows that, so I can't judge off that.
How do you feel you would do against both of those guys, Roach and Pitbull, being now that you might be at 140?
I'm not going to be at 140 for long.
So where does all of this lead? If championship belts start to lose their importance, what becomes the real motivation for fighters? Keyshawn Davis believed the answer lies in the changing structure of the sport, particularly with the growing influence of Saudi-backed events. He spoke highly of Turki Al-Sheikh, the key figure behind the major Riyadh season fight cards. In his view, the power is gradually shifting away from traditional sanctioning bodies and toward those who are financing the biggest matchups and creating global events. Davis also shared his thoughts on the anticipated showdown between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. While Lopez has drawn attention for his unpredictable behavior outside the ring, Davis is firmly backing Stevenson. He described Shakur as completely dedicated to boxing. Someone whose focus on the sport gives him an edge over Lopez's inconsistency. Looking ahead, Davis is already planning his own future. He has his sights set on a major return in 2026, potentially on one of these high-profile Saudi cards, where the financial reward takes priority, and the influence of sanctioning fees becomes far less significant.
I'm retired. I'm here supporting Shakur, man. Like, I'm really here supporting Shakur. Like, I was out there sparring him, getting him ready. I feel like I'm his best sparring partner. Senior, I ain't tell nobody that shit. I ain't tell nobody that. No, I didn't. That shit, get the camera in. That shit didn't even happen. It never happened. I know it never happened. That's what I'm saying. So why would I even say that? Well, you did say it. But you know what happened.
Oh, snap. No.
Look for that video.
Oh, snap.
It's on my phone. See it? You want to see it? I swear. I can show you it never happened.
Man, this boxing shit is crazy. Champ,
you lucky T-Away right here. Come on.
Oh man, Champ, I know you're supporting your man Shakur. You say you feel like you're the best sparring partner for T.O.
Yeah.
So how do you feel, this fight could play out between both of them?
I feel like it's gonna start off slow because both guys gonna have genuine respect for each other, honestly, and then it's just gonna start picking it up from there. Almost like a Canelo Bud. I feel like they both started off on some. Let me see what you got, and then they just started, picking it up.
Right. Do you feel the weight difference would make a factor in this fight?
Nah, hell no. Like, if y'all see the stare off, they match up real well. Yeah. Like, shoulders, body, height. It looked like Shakur was a little taller than him too. So, like, the weight, And I know Shakur mentality. He not worried about nobody being bigger than him, bro.
Right.
Or somebody hitting hard, bro. So that ain't gonna mean nothing.
He rely off that skill. I mean, you've been in the ring with both of them, so I mean, what's your prediction? You have to nail it. I mean, put some money. If I had to, for the fans, you know, who would you put the money?
Bro, ain't nobody beating Shakur, bro. Ain't nobody beating me or Shakur, bro. Like, all jokes aside, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck who he fights, bro. Shakur is serious. Like, Shakur go to sleep at night dreaming. Like, Shakur is serious about this shit, bro. Right. Like, for real. I tell Shakur all the time, like, I love how much you love boxing. Like, motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take somebody that just loves it just as much as he does to even just go in there and compete with him. You know what I'm saying? Shakur ain't fucking around.
We're seeing a clear change in how power works within boxing. For years, sanctioning organizations controlled access to the spotlight. Fighters needed their belts to unlock bigger paydays and major opportunities. But that dynamic is starting to evolve, with names like Terence Crawford choosing to walk away from titles rather than meet the required fees, and rising talents like Keyshawn Davis openly supporting that stance. The influence of these organizations appears to be weakening. Davis has made his position clear. He sees himself as the real attraction, not the belt he may or may not hold, as he continues restructuring his team and building toward his goals for 2026. His focus remains on positioning himself at the center of the spotlight. This leads to a bigger question. Will audiences continue to follow championship belts, or will they prioritize the fighters themselves? At the moment, it seems many fighters are placing their confidence in their own value rather than the titles they compete for. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future uploads. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.